Welcome on in, everyone. We are back, the cousins. This is Beer Talk with Kyle and Joe. I'm Kyle,
What is going on, guys? I'm Joe.
and welcome back to the channel for another video. This is just the week after New Year's, so Happy New Year to everybody. Really looking forward to an awesome 2021. So today we are back with another review for you. Company that we've loved for a long time. It's actually a follow-up review, which is really cool. I think it was our second review ever we did. The company that we're talking about today is Bad Dog Beard Co. Just a real little bit about the company. Yep. Rocking their awesome beanie. Just a little bit about the company. The owner's name is Jeff. Jeff's been doing this a little while now. Really easy, great guy to work with. Great customer service. And I got to say, Jeff has an awesome beard. If you aren't following him on Instagram, make sure you follow Bad Dog. Awesome beard. But Jeff is out of Maine. And this company is actually special to Joe, as you know, especially because it was one of his first loves. Joe, share that awesome story with us.
Yeah, so before I became a reviewer with Kyle. Bad Dog was one of those companies that I instantly fell in love with right away, and that was simply because of not only the name of his company but the logo. I noticed that his logo, which is a dog right there, and it is actually a puggle breed. And I have a 5-year-old puggle named Gemma, and me and Jeff started talking about our dogs, and eventually started talking about beer products. And so he was one of the probably first 5 companies that I've tried, and I've absolutely fell in love with Bad Dog from really close to the beginning of my beer journey. So
Yep.
Yep. So, but as always, thank you so much for joining us yet again. If this is your first time, please make sure you hit that thumbs up, that subscribe button. And if you really, really like what you see, make sure you tell others about our channel. We want to make sure that we're not only hitting your beards with our knowledge, but every beards around you and us. And stay tuned after this intro. We'll be right back.
Welcome back from the intro, guys. Let's go ahead and dive right into price and presentation. For a company that is relatively established, relatively popular, I think their prices are really fair.
Mhm.
So for a 1-ounce oil, you're looking at about $15. And then for a 2-ounce butter, you're looking at about $17.
Right.
Like I said, I think that's pretty fair. I don't
Mhm.
know if you're really going to find much cheaper outside of like a brand new company. You with me, Joe?
Yeah, and he's been really consistent with those prices. I really don't think any of those prices have really risen, and if they did, not nothing noticeable, obviously. So,
Right.
yeah, definitely thumbs up on the prices for that. So when we're talking about presentation, the first thing that comes to mind for me is clean and consistent.
Mhm.
So starting off with the oils, and I'll hold up 2 of them so you know exactly what I'm talking about here. As you can see here, these look really close to the same, but you have that nice different color to differentiate which oils that you're going to choose. So if you have these displayed like Kyle and I do, you'll still know what you want to grab, which is really cool.
Right.
So, and then yeah, the butters are exactly the same. You got the nice black jar there, logo there, directions and ingredients on the back. My only complaint, and it's very small, is I just wish the actual scent profiles themselves were on the labels.
Right. Yeah, I know we both love that. So
Mhm.
that's a love-hate thing. It's feel like it's getting more popular, but you don't see it a ton quite
Right,
yet. So
right. So, all right. So let's dive right into these scents as we have 3 different ones to talk to you guys about.
all right, guys, like Joe said, we have 3 scents to dive into, one of which is the newest scent by Bad Dog, and it is Black Absinthe.
Mhm.
So this is described as a fresh cologne scent. Um, so go ahead and take another sniff here. And it's just a very clean cut, fresh cologne scent. You can't really pick out a specific scent profile in it or anything like that. I really like this one because it's very very mellow and very gentle. I was combining words there. I actually wore something different during the day one time by Bad Dog, and then I wore the black absinthe butter at night. Sometimes colognes can be a little too much. I really enjoyed it though. It's a very subtle, crisp cologne scent. Jeez, tongue twisters today. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, no, dude, I really liked how you put that because of that freshness and cleanness that this scent brings. It is definitely like a cologne scent that you actually could wear at night if you truly wanted to. I actually really did enjoy wearing the butter at night, especially since I don't put it in during the day too often. But yeah, man, I think you described it really, really good. He does have this described as one of his stronger scents that he's created. And yeah, this scent does hang around for a little while. I think initially that first hour, maybe two, I think when you walk past people, I think some people might notice if they have a strong enough nose. But when it starts to die down, it's one of those scents for me that there were times where I'm like, okay, it's gone. But then as I'm not really paying attention, it kind of comes back. So it's really interesting how it's able to kind of disappear, but then reappear in your beard to make sure you still know that it's still there for sure.
Right.
So if you're thinking that it kind of dies down a little quickly, wait a little bit before you consider putting more oil in, because it actually is there and it may surprise you later on. So
Yeah.
very,
Yeah.
very, very cool scent. Definitely a really good one. Jeff isn't that owner that's going to be pumping out new scents like every week, not even really every month. So for him to produce a scent like this, I think he nailed it out of the park for sure.
Yeah, I love the new scent. I really like it because I don't think he has a true cologne in the lineup. So this kind of freshens things up a little
Yeah,
bit.
I would say like he has this amber oak scent, which is
Right.
probably his most popular that we covered in our very first video. But that's more of that, like, I mean, I could easily see if people, say that that's more of an outdoor scent, but it
Mhm.
is that kind of outdoor cologne-ish scent.
Right.
This would,
Right.
yeah, I would agree that this is probably a true cologne.
Yeah, true, more of a going out type of cologne.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so let's go ahead and move on here. So our next one is hair of the dog.
Mhm.
And that's what that looks like there. And Joe, go ahead and hit us with a scent profile really quick.
Yeah, so this one is actually pretty simple. It consists of bourbon and espresso. So this scent was actually my least favorite scent that Jeff has made out of everything that we've ever covered. And it's not because it's really just a bad. It's not because it's a bad scent. There's a lot of people out there who are big coffee fanatics. If you're somebody who really enjoys waiting 4 hours in line at Starbucks, you're probably gonna like this kind of scent. And the bourbon adds something a little interesting to it.
Right.
This just wasn't my kind of scent. I'm really iffy when it comes to certain bourbons scented. Sometimes they can be a little too strong. This one, I would say the espresso overpowers the bourbon, which is nice. But I like a true, just regular coffee type scent. The espresso was just a little too much for me.
Gotcha. Yeah, this one was definitely out there.
Yeah.
I could see this one either being a love it or a hate it type of one. So when I first got it and I smelled it in bottle, I'm like, it's not really for me. The more I wore it in beard, I got more used to it. It's a stronger scent.
Yeah.
Like you said, that espresso comes through pretty tough. One thing I do like, the bourbon is more subtle. I enjoyed that. It's not like the alcohol type of bourbon scent.
Right.
So it's very interesting. This is one, like if you were to ask our opinion I would say go for it, but just expect either a love it or a hate it type of scent. But I definitely like that
Yeah.
Jeff was not hesitant to go out there and get something just kind of different.
Yeah. If you're a dog lover like Kyle and myself and obviously Jeff, you may actually like this scent because it actually like kind of resembles like when I hug my dog, like it kind of resembles like a dog type smell. And I know that sounds weird and maybe something you don't want to put in your beard, but but I think honestly that's what Jeff was going with. I mean, it's called hair of the dog. And when you think about it, you kind of like, yeah, it does kind of smell like a dog. And it's so, I mean, and I say that as a, that's actually a positive. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out there.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to Havana Reserve.
Mm.
And that's what that looks like there. And this one, Joe has it in front of him for the scent profile.
Yeah, so you're looking at tobacco. I believe in the hold on, I did have it in front of me. Tobacco, vanilla, cinnamon, and my favorite in this is the pepper that is
Yeah.
also in it.
Right.
I really enjoy the pepper aspect of this. I really get a heavy dose of that. So that's where I can definitely see that this being a love-hate type scent as well, because that pepper for me at least comes in very strong, and everything else kind of is just there with it.
Mhm.
I would definitely consider that like a true cigar type scent. It does have that Havana theme going on. Usually when you see Havana or anything like that, you know right away it's going to be some kind of tobacco
Mhm.
cigar type scent. I really like the pepper thrown in there because it adds a uniqueness. Because let's be honest, guys, how many companies out there actually have like a Havana titled scent? And he did a really good job of making this one stand out above the rest. I actually really love the scent for sure. It was
Yeah.
probably one of my top two favorite like cigar type scents.
Yeah. So it's interesting. I'm typically not a cigar guy.
Mhm.
Like in my head, I don't have a problem with the scent, but I just tend not to like them. I actually enjoyed this one. In bottle, it was really strong for me, but in beard, it's a little more subtle. I'm with Joe. I'm glad that you pick up some of the pepper, but it definitely is cigar heavy. But I really think if you're a cigar lover, which a lot of people are, you would really like this one. It is just like Joe said, it's a different spin on cigars. I actually have this one in right now in the oil and the butter,
Mhm.
and it's a strong scent too. I put it in
Mhm.
this morning, and I can still smell it, and it's about 10:30. So this one really lasted in your beard, which is really cool. You got to respect it.
Yeah, I got about 10 hours out of it, I would say.
Right.
It was, yeah, if not really close. It was the longest lasting out of the other ones for me. So,
Right.
all right. So let's dive into the most important segment, and that is feel in beard. All right, so let's talk about how these felt in our beards. And I'm going to go ahead and read the ingredients off the oils and the butters. And then Kyle's going to get us started with how it felt in his beard, and I'll follow up after that. So, starting off with the oil, we are looking at a very simple blend of coconut oil, argan oil, and jojoba oil, and as well as fragrance. And I love how he kept it very simple.
Hmm.
These are three ingredients that we've all known and seen if you're an experienced beardsman, and three very good oils and at that as well. So
Yep.
this is what the consistency looks like. So you got a nice, almost clear. I mean, it has like a tint of yellow to it, and that's like the consistency there. As you can see, it's dropping out pretty easy. So I would classify this as like a lighter to medium type consistency. So Kyle, how did it feel for you?
Yeah, I agree. I would say it was a lighter. I just want to reiterate again. I love how Jeff keeps it simple. He is
Mhm.
someone who I think does a really great research, puts his ingredients together, keeps it simple but truly effective. I love this oil in my beard. I love it. It absorbs beautifully. I always have a good beard day. I'm someone who, for what I want, I have to have heat every day. And oils, I'm not going to say thicker oils, but oils that don't work in my beard, I just have a hard time running the heated
Mhm.
brush through my beard. This one works exceptionally well. I have nothing but positive things to say about it.
Yeah, man, absolutely. And yeah, this is just one of those oils that, you know, simple goes a long way. And, I think this just really shows the kind of veteran, experienced owner that, Jeff is. He there's a lot of trendy type ingredients out there, and he's just, kept it his way, and it still works really, really well. And I really appreciate that. When I put this in my beard, first and foremost, my skin appreciates this very much. My skin really likes the fact that I put this specific oil in. It's very nourishing throughout the day. I feel it just as long as I smell a lot of the scents that we talked about. So I'm getting a full day of nourishment when I put this oil in, which is absolutely great and absolutely everything that I look for. And I feel like my beard hairs are getting a very, very good protector on it. So definitely 2 thumbs up for me on this beard oil for sure.
Right.
So our next product that we're going to talk about is the beard butters. And let me go ahead and read the ingredients on that. We're looking at shea butter, muir butter. That's a unique one. Coconut oil, argan oil. There is beeswax and fragrance. So this right off the bat is a very, I don't want to say it's unique, but it's a very, very good, very, very enjoyable butter for sure. So this is what it looks like here. You got that nice white color, which is always cool. I always like seeing that nice white color on a butter. And when I go ahead and put my finger through it, this is very soft, very creamy. When you feel the top of it, you kind of get a little of that grittiness, which isn't a bad thing. But as it melts down in your hand, it definitely goes away. And this is definitely one of those nice, true, soft poured butters.
Right.
Go ahead and talk about how it felt for you. Then
Yeah. So this was actually, I'm going to call it the first time I've used the butter. It's been such a while. So it's basically the first time that I've used the butter. I was blown away. I didn't expect to like it this much. Here's why. It's very rare to find a poured butter that holds down my flyaways, generally holds my beard in place, not like wax, but generally holds it in place. But then at the same time, makes my beard soft to lay down and makes it like I have only oil in, doesn't weigh my beard down at all. This one checked all those boxes. I loved how soft it was. I'll even go as far to say this had close to a whipped butter consistency in my beard, but it's definitely a true poured butter. So I was really happy to see that. When I looked at it, it didn't look as light as it is. I was actually expecting it to have a little bit more volume to it, but it didn't. It was nice and light, and it just felt amazing in my beard. Obviously, we were testing it out for this review. This will absolutely be in my rotation of butters that I use during the day and the nighttime.
Right. Hey, man. So now that it's 2021, you might be seeing this on a top list for Kyle. Who knows?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, man, for me, dude, again, I mean, I don't think there's much more that I need to add because we're definitely on the same page. So I have some of this butter in now as well. And I actually just did my beard prior to starting this video. So as you can see, my beard, I style my beard totally different than Kyle does. I like the more bushed out look, but look how my sides, even with the bushed out look, are still like pretty neat here.
Yeah.
And again, that's what Kyle was talking about with how that beard butter does provide just a little bit of hold, or enough hold, I should say, to keep some of those flyaways down. But yeah, man, this is definitely a very good, nourishing butter that I absolutely love putting in at night. But you could easily wear it during the day. And what's really most important for me is how my beard is going to feel in the morning. Is my beard going to feel like either a bird's nest, which isn't good, or is it going to feel like a pillow, which is absolutely good? And yes, I get that pillow feel when I wake up in the morning. So I know that overnight it does its job. It stays in there really good and does what it needs to do. I'm a very rough sleeper and I'm really rough on my beard. So this holds up really well. I have nothing but good things to say about it.
Awesome, man. We do have one other product. I didn't want to forget about it. So this is not a new product to us or the company, but it is Bad Dog's conditioner.
Right. And this is a product that we didn't have at the time we did our first review, so we definitely want to cover it.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this really quick. First of all, it's about $18, which to me is below market average. I feel like when you buy an 8-ounce conditioner, you're looking at 20.
Yeah.
So $18 is definitely fair. Helps cut
Mhm.
into that shipping cost. So this is the peppermint rosemary scent. It is phenomenal. It like you catch that rosemary kind of in the background, but the peppermint smacks you in the face, but it's not too overpowering. It's not too
Yeah.
minty, too peppermint like. And I'll tell you what, this is a rare occasion when I use this conditioner, I have a little bit of peppermint scent in my beard once my beard's dry, but I really enjoy it, and it does not overpower any product I'm going to
Mhm.
use that day, which is really cool. I had this one on my top 5 conditioners list. As far as a conditioner goes, it checks all my boxes. I mean, it's just great. It's thick enough where I feel like it's grabbing my beard and doing the job. And then, of course, the obvious things. How does your beard style after you use that conditioner? That's
Mhm.
probably the most important thing. And it does a great job. Were you getting those results, Joe?
Yeah, I really enjoyed this conditioner. This is one of those conditioners that we didn't really not necessarily cover in our like top five, but it's one of those conditioners that was like right on the fringe. Like it would be
Right.
like number six, number seven, type conditioners. And yeah, dude, I think you nailed it when you talk about it being just thick enough to really make sure that it has its presence known while you're taking that shower, letting it sit in there for that 5 minutes. The scent for me was very invigorating. Absolutely love this scent as a conditioner. I don't know if I would love it as like an oil or a butter or anything like that,
Mm.
but for me it was like the perfect shower scent. This was something that I really like to use to really wake me up in the morning. So is very good in that aspect. And then when I get out of the shower, my true test is how does the tangles feel when I'm trying to comb through? Not
Right.
necessarily styling for me, but how does the tangles loosen up in my beard? And when I have this conditioner in, I feel like it does a really, really good job of making sure that those tangles are out, which for me, because I don't put a lot of heat in, when I have this conditioner, that means I don't have to use a lot of heat. Some conditioners I put in and it doesn't do a good enough job for me, which means I'm putting extra heat in my beard. And with my specific beard style, I don't like to do that if I don't have to do it. So I
Mhm.
really appreciate this conditioner for sure.
Right. So as you guys can see, it's been a while since we've done a review, over a year actually.
Mhm.
Um, Bad Dog is making some awesome stuff. Highly recommend it. To
Yeah.
me personally, I know Joe's story is different, but to me personally, this was a company that I knew was around, but I didn't try it right off the rip when I first got into the beard game. I'm talking way before our channel. So if you're really considering it, we highly recommend it. Awesome products, all around the board, from the oil, the butter, the balm, which we didn't cover this time, but it is nice, and then the conditioner.
Mhm.
Now, we do have a discount code for you. This is an affiliate discount code, so we are going to get a small kickback,
Mhm.
which we always appreciate for you guys to use our codes. Help support the channel, means a lot.
Yeah.
So that code is Kyle and Joe 10.
Yep.
We'll go ahead and throw that in the description below, but Kyle and Joe 10 will save you 10% off of your purchase. But Joe, any closing remarks or anything else about Bad Dog before we cast off?
The only thing I'm going to say is, for being a veteran company, we actually included them on a previous video that we did for one of our top underrated companies.
Mhm.
And this was like really like one of the more veteran companies that we added to that list because,
Right.
Jeff's been doing this for a while. Again, he keeps things simple because he knows for his products, simple actually works.
Right.
And we really think that these simple products will work really, really great for your beard at some very, very good prices. And yes, Kyle and Joe tend to even knock it down just a little bit more for you.
Right. So, all right, guys, that is all the time that we have for you today. But as always, keep it growing.
And we'll talk to you at the next one. Cousins out. Oh, drop my microphone there. Bye, guys.